I see his latest book that came out yesterday back in my day, but I don't see Pride of a Lion, which I wonder if that's discontinued or we've forgotten about. But, Greg, that's not what we're talking about. The Yankees.
The Yanks.
Dan, I'm very conflicted on this team. I do not want to see the Yankees succeed, but I also do not want to see the World Series end. And this might be viewed as a controversial take, but there was a play yesterday with Mookie Betts going out into the crowd, and then a fan straight up just tried to rip his glove open and steal the ball out, which he did.
2 fans, Billy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a one primary
Right.
suspect there, right? Here's the thing. I know that a lot of people are not happy with, what went on there with the fans. Now, counterpoint, I feel like Mookie Betts was trespassing. Like, he went out into the crowd, right?
Yep.
Like, had that fan got onto the field, he would have been arrested or thrown out of the game at the very least, right? Mookie goes into the crowd, and the fan did what the fan should do. Like, the fan, I would say, rallied the Yankees here.
Yes.
Yankees were looking like dead on arrival. This World Series was done. The Dodgers are just going to come in and celebrate a World Series championship on their home turf. And the Yankees fan said, no, not on my watch. I'm going to keep this series alive. And I feel like that fan should be commended.
I am totally with you, both fans. It was premeditated. They said if a ball came their way, they were going to do this to Mookie Betts. They did it. And to me, it was a signal to the Yankee players, hey, we're out here willing to do whatever we have to do to win this game. You guys need to follow suit. And look what happened after that play. They motivated the Yankees. I mean, they should be a part of the parade when the Yankees win this World Series. I'm serious.
Opposite Jeffrey Meyer, or whatever his name was.
Those 2 fans are the biggest losers in sports.
Whoa.
What?
And every
People
Yankee
are asking for
fan,
their autographs.
Every Yankee fan in America and beyond should be looking at them going, no, you can't do it. That was egregious. That was felonious what they did. Somewhere Steve Bartman is going, what I did was like a little misdemeanor. What these guys did was a felony, and it was the
Felony?
guy grabbing the
felony?
ball. The guy, a baseball
Trespassing.
felony, a fan
A
felony.
baseball felony. Okay.
It was a fan felony.
Right.
One guy grabs his arm, the other guy literally opens his glove and grabs the ball. That was an embarrassment. Those 2 guys should be banned from ever attending an MLB game again.
What?
Nationwide.
I'd give him a ring. If
Yes.
the Yankees win, I'd give him a ring.
I'd let him throw out the first pitch tonight.
Wow,
Yeah.
I like that.
While being banned.
You know what? I give him a microphone and I say, you know what? Sing a couple of Fat Joe songs for us.
I just want to know if the guy in the gray, the fan further deeper in the ballpark, does he know how baseball works? This ball is clearly caught already by Mookie Betts. And this guy in slow motion, it's hilarious to watch. How does he think? Does he think if he pops that ball out that it's not a catch anymore? What was the end game for this fan?
And the beautiful thing, the justice in all this is that he didn't get the ball. Was that the ball popped out and went back on the field. Had he gotten the ball, I wish it would have exploded in his hand. Not to injure him, but just to scare him. That's right. An exploding baseball.
What would
not
come
to
out?
hurt him,
Right.
but just to scare him.
What comes out of the ball when it explodes? Like confetti, or is it like
confetti.
actual?
Yeah,
so it's not
like a joke ball.
So this ball's not actually made with thread.
Right, exactly.
It's a joke ball that
Yeah,
goes into the
right,
stands,
exactly.
just in case this
So
happened.
it's just to startle the fan.
Yes.
No harm, actually. You're not just lest anyone think that your take is aggressive to
Right.
hurt someone. You're
Never.
saying,
I'm a pacifist.
Okay, you're saying the baseball should explode to just surprise and startle him
Yeah.
with confetti in his face.
Right, make a big bang sound, but not actually injure.
I love the fans making the case to the umpire. Like, what do you mean we did something wrong? Look, this is the line.
That's the best part. 'Cause it's like when you play pickup and you're like, the hand's part of the ball. That's not a foul. Are you kidding me? Trying to explain the rules to somebody else?
Yeah, but to Billy's point, okay, Mookie went into their territory.
Exactly
the fans
right.
did jump out on the field. Mookie went into the stands.
I'd press charges.
And Mookie's not even upset. He's fine with it.
Just Greg, before we move too far past this, should every ball be equipped with like confetti just in case this situation happens, or like you should know when it's going to happen and then you kind of put the joke ball in there?
I think all baseballs should be made to all of a sudden transition very quickly into exploding balls.
Right.
Okay, the minute that ball was in the glove and the guy tried to extract it somewhere in a studio, a MLB studio somewhere, You push a button, and the ball transforms into an exploding ball, and all of a sudden the joke is on that Yankee fan.
Greg,
Okay.
I love your idea. Your idea, but the technology might be ahead of its time.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's an easier one. Have little electrodes inside the ball so you can shock the person if that happens.
Okay. Yeah.
Now you're hurting them, though. He was trying to avoid that.
Just a light
Just
shock.
a buzz.
Just
Just a
on a buzz.
buzz.
Like that.
Yeah,
Not-
right.
Like
No.
a pen. You know when you get a pen? Oh.
I approve of that.
I tried
Do you?
Yeah.
initially to train my dog that way, and I felt guilty, even though they said that it's just a noise. They said the lowest electrical shock is just a noise. I don't know where you guys are doing this in terms of degrees, but you have to scare the fan enough to make it funny for everybody, but
Right.
not hurt the fan. And I don't think you could find the electrical dosage that does that perfectly.
How about a snake? A snake in a can.
Good idea.
Now
I
we're
mean,
talking.
Yeah, that's a good
Everyone
idea.
loves to watch the person who is being scared by the snake in a can. I mean,
Let's hear 'em out.
you love
Yeah.
it. I mean, if you're a spectator,
Every 10th ball has a real snake, though. So now you know.
now
you know
crossed,
what?
Now you've crossed the line.
Well, not a
Now it's
venomous
rid-
one.
now
Not a
it's
venomous
ridiculous.
one.
Hear 'em out, Dan.
Yeah, not a venomous one. Just one in case. Some people are afraid of snakes, Dan. Are
I,
you?
I will tell you, I am not afraid of snakes.
I am.
Wow.
I'm not too proud to say
Okay.
it. I don't like snakes.
Crazy.
I don't fear them. I don't like them.
Okay, I'd like to stay on point for just a second. I know you guys want to wander into the wilderness here, and just
I don't. There's snakes
Okay,
there.
please
I brought
stop.
up snakes,
Just please
I mean,
stop for
in a
just a
can.
second, Billy. All right, because now that
Canned
we've
snakes.
gotten your attention, I'm grateful for it. Even though I
Yeah.
didn't have it when I wanted it, I'm grateful that I have it now. Thank you for providing it amid your ADD and God bless football duties. During this segment, I just want to recap totally. During this segment, Greg Cody has accused those fans of a felony, and Billy, on the total other side, has said that Mookie Betts should press charges.
No, they should press charges against Mookie.
I'm sorry.
Not a felony,
Forgive me.
misdemeanor.
Forgive me.
Any
My bad.
fan felony, that's a fine.
Moving
Look,
violation, if anything.
Look, it's moving very fast, so I'm having trouble keeping up. You're right. Billy on the other side has said those fans should press charges against Mookie Betts. Greg Cody says on the other side that they should be banned for life and, not hurt, but like shocked and punished in a way that makes him truly indignant.
I said they should throw out the first pitch tonight.
Okay, you did say that, but this is the part that got buried somehow in the first 8 minutes of insanity on this show, which is Stugotz just said matter-of-factly that the Yankees are coming back.
Oh, yeah. They are winning this World Series. They absolutely are. I know no team has ever done it in the history of baseball, except for the Red Sox and the ALCS, and we have a movie out right now, Meadowlark Media. It's on Netflix, and everyone tells me it's great. It'd be great if we have that movie out and the Yankees do it in the World Series. I mean,
Be great. And then you have your next movie 20 years from now when the Yankees did it. And then we're tracking down this guy to interview him. Be careful what you say about him now because we may need him for an interview in 6 7 years.
Zagak.
So I'd like to, a few minutes in, give you my thoughts on what happened here.
Okay.
Because I'd like to go to the video again, and I'd also like to freeze the video on the face of one of these New York fans, because I'm about to admit something that is hard for me to admit. Stugotz, you're always making fun of me correctly about the fact that I have a need to be right. And what I am telling you is that this particular video that I'm going to stop so that you can see the fans on this face represents to me the single most wrong thing I've ever said in the history of the show, which is about 10 days ago or so, I said that Dodger fans should actively interfere with a Padre going into left field to steal a home run. And at the time, I did not have the visual. Now that I have the visual, I cannot believe how wrong I was, because freeze the face on the fan on the left here makes me hate New York so much that this person is now a celebrity. The fan on the left who is trying to catch this ball and makes the horrible face. Let's play the whole video for people so that they can see what's happening here, because two New York fans are conspiring together. One's holding his wrists. The other one is stealing an out of his glove unsuccessfully, and now both of them are famous. And I've never wanted New York to lose more, and I've always wanted New York to lose the most.
Thank you.
Because that fan cannot be rewarded for that. Never mind with celebrity. They cannot win the series so that he feels like that's in any way okay and that Stugotz and Billy are on his side.
First pitch. I mean,
I mean, that's the problem with American society, is that Stugotz is not wrong. He may well throw out the first pitch. If not,
He's banned for life from the stadium.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No,
No,
he's
he's
not.
not. He's banned. They ejected him from that game, but welcomed him back to the next game. Look, this person's going to be a hero. This
Yes.
person, these two people
should
will
be.
absolutely be rewarded for this. Look at his
With a
face.
ring.
Look at the face on the left right there. That is New York fandom right there, trying to steal an out that's already recorded.
Clearly caught.
what a thief.
Does he know baseball? Clearly caught.
That is the worst stereotype of New York baseball fans right there. That is the worst stereotype for all time. The Yankees, everybody loves an underdog, right? So they're down 3-0 to the Lads. Everybody, all of a sudden, uncharacteristically, America is rooting for the Yankees. Not anymore.
The
Not
Lads?
not after, yeah.
Love
LA
it.
Dodgers.
The LA Dodgers,
Dodgers,
LA
duh.
Lads, yeah.
Lads,
Yeah,
duh.
that's, I
Come
call
on,
them.
catch up,
I call
Chris.
them the Lads.
Yep.
But nobody outside of the Bronx and Stugotz is rooting for the Yankees anymore after that embarrassing display of fandom. Awful.
I think my favorite guy is Pinstripe Guy because he's pinning Mookie Betts' wrist like you can't move. You're not getting away. Buddy, we're going to get this out of your hand one way or another. Even if we got to detach the hand. That's my favorite guy.
I'll say this, and I know Mike Schur is really going to hate this, but the guy there, the fan that you said you didn't like his face that's in the road grays, earned his pinstripes. I think he comes,
Yeah.
comes
He's not.
to the next
He's
game.
not wearing. He's not.
He earned his pinstripes.
He earned
Next
them.
game, he
Yes.
comes in the home white pinstripes. He earned them last night.
All right,
Yep.
let's examine this for a second. The sideways baseball cap, the joy of finally prying it out too late. Because I do need to say, this isn't Bartman. This is still and forever and out.
I mean, Bartman was cub on cub crime. I mean, it's a
Yes,
totally different story.
Yes,
I mean,
it is different. But my point is, this didn't actually change the game in any way. It's just two people
Oh,
were.
it changed.
Did you see what happened
everything,
after?
Dan.
I mean,
It changed
a
the
mugging.
trajectory of the series.
ask Volpe if it changed the game.
Okay,
He's just
but-
like, no, you didn't catch it.
Look,
No.
it was still an out, and it affected not at all anything that came after that.
I like the visual of Mookie. We don't see it here, but he's actually being held up over the stands and his feet are dangling like, oh, let me go.
Well, that's the thing. As long as your 2 feet aren't down, it's not a catch. We learned that on Monday. 1 foot down twice, not a catch. So if you keep him up airborne and his feet don't touch, ball's still in play. Live ball.
I have not enjoyed Tim Robinson's Detroiters as much as I wanted to because of how much I like this guy as a character. This is a scene from Tim Robinson 20 years from now after he's gained some weight. This is what a New York sports fan would do to be funny and represent New York in the worst possible way while being celebrated as a hero by New York because he's doing it in the worst possible way. Because these people will be heroes in New York, Stugotz, for
Will
the next,
be, they are.
for the next 24 hours. Well, no, wait. You got to win the series. Like they are for the moment. They'll have 24 hours of fame.
Right.
But you come back to win the series from here, even though all you've done is commit a crime against Mookie Betts that involved two people physically manhandling him, like prying his hands apart to take away an out, again, that had already been recorded as an out and is forever an out.
Regardless of what you do.
It's never changing as an out. In fact, the only other out there is you leaving the ballpark because they ejected you automatically for that behavior.
I think if I'm Aaron Boone there, I challenge that play just to double down. I'm like, Mookie didn't come down with that ball. Are we
Right.
sure that was a catch?
Right.
Just to really escalate the situation.
Keep the fans here.
Exactly right.
That's one of those things where you like when a coach gets a technical foul on purpose to get the crowd riled up. Do the same things. Make a statement. We're gonna review it. We know we're gonna lose the challenge, but it's worth it.
I'm looking here at them getting ejected. Are they getting high? Yep, some high
Yep.
fives. Yep,
Of
right
course
away.
they are. Yes,
Of course
pat
they
on the
are.
Celebrate.
chest. Oh,
Why
yeah.
They're being carried out by the
Yeah.
fans.
Duh.
Let's go Yankees!
Let's go Yankees.
the fact that they are heroes because the highlight of the Yankee season in the World Series is we've averted a sweep. we have somehow gotten to Aaron Judge is going to fail in one of the next few games so that we can yell all off season. But for right now, we get another game.
So Pinstripes is wearing a Mariano Rivera jersey, I believe. Tim Robinson, meanwhile, is wearing an Aaron Judge jersey. Has he done more for the Yankees than Aaron Judge has during the World Series?
I think
Your
he had
calls.
I think he had a ribby yesterday. The team was lifeless before this play. This was that spark. You just need someone to light the fire, and these guys did that.
Spark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I think honestly here, because I'm alone. I'm the only one who thinks that these guys are
I'm down the middle
holes.
with it.
I bet you are.
What?
Are blank holes?
What is the human nature that makes heroes of those guys? I'm asking that question legitimately because obviously what they did was the worst breach of sportsmanship. Why are they heroes? Not just in Yankee Stadium, but to people here who support them. I don't understand it. I want to know.
I will give you a theory as someone who enjoys anarchy with sports and enjoys the funny with sports, but this is the natural culmination after the pandemic and the dehumanizing and throwing popcorn at Russell Westbrook of fan entitlement. We can behave with the players as we like, especially if we're trying to change the outcome of a game.
What are you talking about? These guys took the ultimate risk. Permanent banning from any baseball game anywhere in order to save the Yankees season. That's why they're heroes. They gave it up all on the line for you, New York. That's why they're heroes.
He is bigger than me.
The guy on the left thought he was helping. He thought it was not going to be an out if he pried the glove. Like, come on, the guy.
See, I don't agree.
They did help.
He didn't think he was helping. He thought he was getting a souvenir.
No, they were trying to help.
I don't
They were
know.
trying to help, Greg.
They were trying to help.
Trying
Who
to
cares
help
about that
themselves.
ball?
They
If
were
you
trying
saw-
to help themselves.
trying to help their
flew out on the
team.
field. They didn't even reach for it or ask the ball boy or anything. They knew what had to be done, and they did it.
That's the biggest mystery in sports to me. Is they wanted the
Can't
ball.
be.
It's an $8 baseball.
Right.
Why are fans going after these balls? Now I can see if it's Ohtani's 65th home run ball or something. That's a special ball, obviously.
50th.
But this ball, it's just a regular fly out.
That's why we're saying they weren't going after the ball. They were trying to motivate their team. They were letting the team know it's another Freeman home run. We're about to get swept. Hey, guys, drastic times call for drastic measures.
Okay.
Let's start playing harder.
Yeah.
Let's start playing better. We're going to do what we have to do. You do what you have to do.
Greg, in the 20 CB in the movies, what? I have to make sure no one's talking so I can talk.
Yeah, heaven forbid we
Is
would
it
talk
clear?
over each other.
So, exactly. So, in the 20 CB, Greg, in the movies, when someone would be acting hysterical or not themselves, what would you do? You had to slap them out of it, and they wake up, and all of a sudden, they're there again. That's what happened. That's what those fans did. They looked around and said, we're down 3-0. This team is lifeless. I need to slap them, but I can't. I can't.
No
Can't slap 'em.
slapping.
Can't
No
slap them because it's the 21st century, man. And so
Well,
they
it's
can't.
just wrong.
No,
generally.
well,
It's not
20
just 'cause
CB
of-
was
yeah,
fine.
okay.
20 CB was fine. 21st century, it's not.
Right.
So,
No,
so
front
they-
end, he
it
said
wasn't, but it was.
no, it was
accepted.
fine.
Not to mean it
I
was
watched
fine
enough
back
movies,
then.
buddy. It was fine. So they can't jump down there, right? Like you said, that would be trespassing on their behalf.
Yeah.
So what do? It comes when opportunity knocks. Greg, some people say, oh, maybe that's for someone else. And some people say, that's for me. And those guys open the door and say, hello, opportunity. Give me that goddamn ball. I'm going to take that ball. Here, grab me. Hold it. Give it. Ah!
I'll tell you
And
what.
they brought Yankees back. We're back in the World Series, baby. Let's go.
Some people are doers and some people are watchers. Had those men been on the Titanic, I'll tell you what, still be sailing today.
It would have been less ridiculous if the guy started biting the glove.
If those guys were on the Titanic, I'd try to sink it again. I'd resurrect
me
it
too.
so
Did
that
you-
I
did
could
you sink
sink
it the first
again.
time? Admission?
Greg
Wow.
Cody has gotten a little carried away here, and I just want to slightly rein him in because he's feeling ganged up on, and he's feeling like he's a bit crazy to be alone on what to him is an obvious opinion. So among the things he's done recently in this crazed state of his is he gave someone a 65th home run, which would not be a record of any kind for any reason.
I rounded it up.
You gave Ohtani
Well
a
done.
65th home run, and you also said that the single biggest mystery in sports is somebody wanting a baseball.
Yeah. It's an $8 prize.
Not anymore. That's back when slapping was acceptable. They're like $30 now.
Inflation, baby.
A Major League Baseball?
Yeah, go to a store like $29.99.
Oh,
If
that's
I were to go
ridiculous.
now, I bet you it's $34.99.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Unless that has a gold chip in it, it's not worth more than $8.